What's up, Chrissy Crew? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to achieve this ash blonde color with some dark roots that I did for one of my clients. So one thing that you absolutely will need is 613 hair. This is a frontal wig that my client provided to me. At the top of my head right now, I can't remember where she got it from, but after I'm done editing this video, I'll make sure I find out and put it in the description for y'all. So I use box dye to achieve the color and the roots. This is all the colors that you will need, and maybe some Twix if you want chocolate like me. But so for the roots, we're gonna take the Revlon 57, and that's gonna be the darkest color that we're gonna use. I didn't want it to be too light, I didn't want it to be too dark, because that's what my client wanted me to do, so I chose that color. Now we're going to take the color and put it inside the developer that comes with the box, and then after that we're going to close it and then shake it up, and then after that we're going to put it into my mixing bowl, because I'd rather put it in the mixing bowl. I don't know if that's just me personally. Then we're going to mix it up a little bit, then we're going to start doing the roots. So what you're going to need is you're going to take a fine-tooth comb. I love using a fine-tooth comb for roots because it's like it just never gets on the roots. Like, I guarantee it will not get on the roots. Don't be rough with it, but I promise you it will not get on the roots. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna section off the frontal part of the wig, because that's really the only part that we really need to color the roots, because you know the back is bundled, so you're not gonna really see it because you can't lift it up. But yeah, so first you're going to section that off. So after sectioning everything off, you're going to pick what side you want to start on, and you're going to section off the first piece that you're going to do the roots on. After that, you're going to take the fine-tooth comb and you're going to dip it inside the dye. And with me, I didn't want the roots to go so far out, so I wasn't doing it so far down the piece, just at the top. I didn't want it to be so, you know what I mean. Like I showed y'all in my first video, my first coloring video, what you want to do is take the color and put it at the bottom of the next section before you actually part it, so it could be a little bit easier for you. And as you can see right now, the color is really light, but as time goes by, it's going to start getting darker. You'll see in a little bit. As you can see, with time the dye did start getting darker, so I went ahead and did the exact same thing on the other side. So after leaving that color on for about 25 to 30 minutes, I washed it out, and this is how the roots were looking so far. So I went ahead and blow dried the hair out, and this is what it's looking like. Now I'm gonna start on toning the ends. So I took the colors 71 and 60. I had 2 boxes of 71 and 2 boxes of 60, and I went ahead and mixed both of the colors inside my mixing bowl. So first you're gonna want to section off the hair. This part is, I don't know, like I'm real messy with it because it's like I know how to distribute the color throughout the hair. But if it's your first time, I suggest you take your time, but also not to be slow with it, because if you want to get the exact same color that I got, then you don't really want to leave it on for that long, because I didn't want it to get too dark. But really all I do is just use my hands instead of using a brush, because I feel like the brush takes a little bit longer, you know. We're on a time limit here, so I was just using my hands and distributing through as much hair as possible. Really, I would just look for like a blonde piece in every section and just put the dye on it, you know, just to distribute it as much as you can. So when you get to the top part, what you want to do is you want to section out the frontal again, so it'll be easier and you won't really mess up the roots that you already did. I was just able to eye it, so I didn't really have to do that, but I suggest that's what you do so it could be easier. after finishing with most of the head, all I did was just go back in with the rest of the dye and just find some spots like that spot right there that needs some more dye, and if it's still blonde, I just put it on there. So after I was done with that, I washed the dye out with shampoo and conditioner and I let it air dry overnight. So here we are the next day, and this is how the color turned out. I was so happy with how it turned out. It was just perfect. I loved it, and I actually want to try it on myself. But this is what it's looking like blow dried, not blow dried, air dried. I went ahead and did a half up half down style on it just to take pictures and, you know, just make it look cute. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and my client loved it just as much. This is the end of the video. I just want to thank you all for watching and supporting me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this helped you guys a lot. See you guys in my next video. Mwah.